To the married couples out there, your spouse supposed to come before everything. Husband, wives, same rules apply. But I will say this, dear husbands, don't expect for your wife to be the Proverbs 31 woman who is submissive and does all of these great things if you can't take care of her the way God told you to. Says that you are to love that woman the way Christ loves the church. And that goes beyond financial and that goes beyond physical protection. And if you don't know what that means, you need to go deeper. But don't expect a woman or your wife to follow you if you're not representing God right. And if you're not consistent in what you're doing, and if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do as her husband, don't expect her to follow you when you leading her up the blank creek without a paddle. That's not cool. Everyone wants to feel safe and secure in multiple ways, and that looks different for every woman. So you need to ask your wife what that looks like for her. But I will tell you, if you're not doing your part, don't expect her to do hers. And the same rules apply to the ladies. If you're not respecting that man and you're not making sure that he has what he needs and putting him first, don't expect him to do his part because it's a twofold. You have to be doing both. Marriage is give and take on both ends, and both should be giving and taking and receiving. Period. And if y'all not talking, that's the other problem. How can you talk to people outside your marriage more than you talk to the person you're married to? That blows my mind. You should be talking to your spouse way more than your friends, way more than your homeboys or your homegirls or whoever you talk to, and definitely way more than the internet. Some of y'all out here put your whole marriage in front of everybody, and then you making marriage look terrible. You may be miserable now. What you married them for if you knew that you didn't like them? But some of y'all don't even like the people you married to. So why you in it? I'm not going to advocate for divorce. I am going to advocate for therapy and rethinking your life and getting it together and growing up. I will advocate for that because a lot of y'all in situations and in marriages that you don't even like the man you with. And then you come tell everybody on the internet that marriage is hard and marriage is terrible. No, your marriage may be hard. Your marriage may be terrible, but marriage is not. Marriage is a beautiful thing when you're with the right person. And yeah, you're going to go through seasons. I heard this lady years ago say this, and I can't remember her name, so forgive me. But she said, life and marriage is having seasons winter, spring, summer, fall. Sometimes you're going to have situations where that come up make you feel like you're in a winter. Other times it's going to feel like a fall, but the spring going to come and new fruits going to come, new things going to come. The summer going to come where it's blissful and you have to ride the wave with your spouse. But that one instant or however many instances that you decide to endure, does not mean marriage is bad. You have two people. It takes two people to make a marriage work. It takes two people to break a marriage. And you decide which version of that person you are. Are you the one breaking it or are you the one making it? Either way, you need to work together because that's who you picked. You picked them. And if they so bad, that means you make bad choices. And you need to fix that. And if there's something you know that you've done, own it. The lack of accountability is crazy to me. In marriages, you with somebody and they're supposed to be there to take care of you. And I can guarantee you this. If you have friends that you go to more than you do your spouse, you better make sure they there for you when you get old. And you better make sure they gonna take care of you and do all the things that your spouse is supposed to do. That's how that works. And even if you have beautiful children, they your blessings, yes, but your spouse still supposed to come first. I said what I said because when your children are grown, they gonna go do their lives and you're still gonna be with your spouse. And that's a word. So when it comes down to your marriage, that's sacred. If you keep everybody out your marriage, you probably can work on it a lot better. That means your in-laws, your cousins, sisters, brothers, strangers, the internet, whoever you letting in your marriage should not be there because last time I checked, you took vows to the person across from you, not with the people around you. So you need to rethink that. Try to work on your marriage. It's a give and take in everything. Marriage is not always just some big, beautiful fantasy like they show in the movies because you're doing life together. When you're doing life together, that means life happens. You're going to lose relatives, you're going to lose parents, you're going to lose jobs. that happens. That's called life. Marriage is for adults. And if you are grown and you in that's grown people business and you need to handle it as such. Y'all out here whining about stuff that's just life. It's life. You've been adulting for a long time. Adult on with your husband and your wife. But some stuff ain't worth it. If it ain't worth divorcing over what you arguing about it for, it makes zero sense. Focus on the main thing. You figure out what it is that y'all did to go wrong and talk about it. Open your mouth and talk about it. And listen, sis, that man can't read your mind. Open your mouth and say what you want. Stop asking, how can you tell him? Just tell him. He your husband. Be very matter of fact. Be direct, because men are direct. Fellas, ask the woman what she want and just get it for her. If she say, I don't know, give her 3 choices or whatever and keep it pushing or tell her to come to you when she has an answer. Because at the end of the day, sis, he can't please what he don't know how to please. And there's no such thing. So he should just know, baby, you change. Just like he changed. And y'all need to have that conversation. At the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. Talk to each other. Get it out and handle business. Make your marriage work and do what it takes. Now, this does not apply if he beating or cheating. If he beating, you find people to help you get out of that. I will never condone it. If she beating, because it happens, you do what it takes to protect yourself. I will never say stay with somebody who is trying to hurt you. I would never say stay with somebody who is putting your life in danger, and that's including through cheating, because STDs are real. And STIs and every other thing is real. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying to you, you decide what you need to do to make your marriage work if it's something that you want to make work. But stop making marriage like as a whole that is bad. Got these singles out here thinking it's bad to be married. No, it ain't. It was blissful at one point in time. That's why you got together. If that's the case, then you shouldn't have got married in the first place, because that makes zero sense too. And again, you picked them. So you need to live in that. Again, this your life, your business. I just hope you take some of the wisdom.